So, I thought I told you never to come in here.
Well, yes, but, I thought you would want something.
Oh, and what is this thing?
Well, it's an episode, but not just any episode. It's an episode you might actually want.
Oh, really? Is it something cool like the what ifs you see on YouTube?
No, it's even better than the what ifs on YouTube.
Well, what is it called? I want to hear it.
It's called What If the Wasp Was Gamora?
Pikachu, Thunderbolt.
Pikachu! And stay out!
Man, that was frustrating. I wonder why Marvel shows are crap nowadays.
I mean, seriously. They used to have great shows like Spectacular Spider-Man, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Fantastic Four, Wolverine and the X-Men. Oh, wait, what's that person? Those are all made by the same team and that team doesn't work on the shows anymore? Oh! In fact, you know what? Now that I think about it, most of those shows ended up on cliffhangers. We need those shows back! It is for these reasons that a new hashtag has been created. Hashtag Save the Yostverse. Yeah, I know, I'm doing another hashtag video again. I'm running out of ideas. So anyway, what is the Yostverse? The Yostverse is a name given to a group of shows that were worked on by similar people. It is named after one of those people, Christopher Yost. This does not mean they all take place in the same universe. However, you could speculate that they do, and Wolverine the X-Men and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes definitely take place in the same universe. And they were all great shows. They did very well. However, the problem was that most of them ended on cliffhangers and ended too early. So, what this hashtag is all about is bringing back most of these shows, to give it the similar treatment as Star Wars The Clone Wars and Invader Zim. Specifically, we want 3 shows back. Wolverine the X-Men, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Spectacular Spider-Man. Although if you could sneak in another one like Fantastic Four, World's Greatest Heroes, that would be great too. Now let's go into these individually and explain why they need to come back. First with Wolverine and the X-Men. Wolverine and the X-Men was a really great show. It was inspired by both the movies that came out recently at the time, and it also took inspiration from the comics, kind of mixing them together, if you will. And despite it being called Wolverine and the X-Men, it wasn't just focused on Wolverine. It had a lot of time to the other characters as well. It even treated Cyclops with respect, which in the 2000s after the movies was unheard of. One of their best decisions was getting rid of that stupid character no one cared about, Jean Grey. Get out of here. Go, and replacing her with Emma Frost, who was a much better character. Now, unlike the other 3 shows I'm going to talk about, I didn't actually technically grow up with this show. I watched it like the first couple episodes when I was a kid, and that was the extent. I only really started watching it recently, and I haven't finished it, so I don't know if it ended on a cliffhanger or not. However, what I do know is that it only lasted 1 season. It definitely needed another one. Next, we're going to talk about one of my favorite childhood shows, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I have so much nostalgia for this series. I actually remember this was the reason I went to go see Avengers in theaters when it came out, so it will always hold a special place in my heart. This show was a lot of things. It was well written, it had a great universe, the characters were likable, it was accurate to the comics if you care about that thing, which I don't, but it was still pretty cool. Oh no, the comic fanboys are coming over me. Look, I still like the comics. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, you don't need to be accurate. Ah! Anyway, it was a really good show, is what I'm trying to say. However, just like with other shows we're going to be talking about, it ended on a cliffhanger. And the guys who made this show had big plans, like they were going to have Thanos there. That would have been amazing. But, well, looks like that'll never happen. Unless we save the show. Alright, now let's talk about my favorite out of all of these, and the one I want a continuation for the most. Spectacular Spider-Man. And of course, since it's the one I want the most, this is the one that has to be the most complicated. Darn you, universe! Spectacular Spider-Man, especially Season 1, is really amazing. But words cannot describe how good it is. It is my favorite interpretation of Spider-Man. And while Season 2 wasn't as good, it was still very great. In Season 2, we only got 2 bad episodes. And that's really something for a show. However, the issue with Spectacular Spider-Man is it's in the middle of license problems. Basically, the problem is Sony owns Spectacular Spider-Man, Disney owns Spider-Man, and they didn't want to continue this show. And so they got rid of it and replaced it with, oh god, Ultimate. However, with a lot, and I mean a lot of work, they could probably find a way to put Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3 on Disney+. And in order for them to even get the motivation to do that, there needs to be demand for it. And that is the point of hashtag Save the Yostverse. It is to show Disney and the people who worked on these shows that we want these shows to get the conclusions that they deserve. If I were to make a road plan for how these revivals should work, here's what I would do. I would first start with a revival for Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It was the most popular out of all of them, and the only reason it got canceled is because Disney wanted a show similar to the MCU, which failed really badly. So it would probably do the most swale. If it succeeds, then Wolverine and the X-Men can have its turn. And then finally, once this formula is proven that it works, we can finally get Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. If you think these shows deserve revivals, then go on the internet and yell hashtag Save the Yostverse. See you guys later. Bye.